seeing me look down, I have a notebook for like names and stuff. Okay, so Woodsworth Primary School, and from preschool to the end of primary school, there was this girl who I'm not even going to give like a fake alias to, and I'm not going to say a real name because she isn't really a main part of this story. It's just a bit of background about kind of like experiences that happened that might have led up to me being so
shell-shocked.
But basically, there was one point that I posted a singing video on this YouTube channel. This was when I was like 9, and I was singing, and I was so nervous to post a singing video because I've always been self-conscious, like always nervous of singing. Not really self-conscious, but you get me. And this girl comes up behind me and she's like, hey Kayla, hey Kayla, and she keeps poking me, and I turn around.
What?
She gets her phone out, my singing video, and she's like, you're an awful singer, like you're rubbish, and she started calling me these god awful names. And I ran home crying and I deleted that video. And I just put up with it. But that's just kind of backstory. So last year of my primary school, Woodsworth, and there are 2 girls in the entire school that are also going to this primary school, high school. And we're going to call the high school Mountain Grove High. Mountain Grove High. So, both girls, we're going to call the one in my class Georgia, and we're going to call the one who was in the class like beside me, we're going to call her Anna. So, out of both of them, me and Anna clicked the quickest. The entire time, me and Georgia were just kind of like okay, because we knew each other and we just kind of stuck about each other for a little bit. Actually thinking of it, I haven't spoken to her in like months. But, anyway, so me and Anna were so different, but that's kind of what made us friends. I like pop, she liked punk music. I wore pink, she wore black, like it was just that kind of friendship. Now, the first time I ever talked to her, I went up to her and I was like, hi, like, I'm Kayla, like, it's so nice to meet you, you know, like, I heard we're going to the same high school, like, I was wondering if we could be friends so we're not, like, kind of walking about on our own, you know, in the high school in our first year. So, she was like, you don't remember me, do you? I think I said something along the lines of, I'm sorry, do I know you? I mean, I don't think I do, but, you know, if I do, then yay. And she was like, on my first day of P4 in Woodsworth, yeah, I was transfer, it was in the middle of the year, and I came up to you and I asked if I could play with you, and I said, no, you can't be my friend. Like, no. And I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, but, like, forget about it, like, we'll be friends. So, my first day of my new school, Mountain Grove, there was this girl, and her name was, we're gonna call Jenna. We're gonna call her Jenna. We clicked completely, like, at the very start. So Jenna wore pink. I wore pink. We both like pop music. We both like the same food, like everything. On the second day, a girl that I hadn't seen before came up with Jenna. Her name was Ali, and it's kind of hard to explain, but we were in a gym area, and they come up to me because I was sitting with like Anna and Georgia, stuff like that. They came up, and Jenna's like, is it cool with you if I go and hang with Ali today? And I was like, you can do what you want, like, I'm not in charge of you, like, chill. And she's like, okay, cool. And they start to walk off, and I'm still getting, like, annoyed. And Ali kind of looks over at me, and she's like, my friend. Like, I literally heard her say that under her breath. She was like, my friend. Like, she was gonna go and steal Jenna on me. Like, she was gonna steal my friend. So it worked. And they both started being, like, really, really mean to me.
Hey guys, quick little Kayla intermission. I forgot to mention that they bullied me most of the start of the year, and they were absolutely horrible, and they threw rubbers on the bus at me, things like that. Just a little extra for you.
But that's not the big deal. So another girl that I met when I was there, who I'm gonna call Emma, but a lot of my friends know who I'm talking about as soon as I start, like, giving a description. So Emma kind of, we were best friends from the beginning. Like, I thought me and Anna were sweet. Me and Emma were like Like, you could not break us up. And if there was a boy we both liked, hell broke loose. And it did, eventually. So, the year kind of rolls by-ish, and it's like halfway through the year. And me, Emma and Anna are all best friends. The rest of them are kind of like out of the picture, like, so whoop. But there's this boy that I'm dating. Okay, so there's this boy I'm dating. And I really, really liked him. You can see your shadow. My mum just walked in, but, like, you're not going to see her. So, there's this boy I'm dating, and I really, really like him. And eventually we break up over something stupid or whatever. And my friend Emma, like, rings me, and she's like, oh my god, you'll never guess who I'm dating. We're going to call this boy... Can you think of any good names for a boy?
No.
Okay, we're going to call him Jack. So we're going to call him Jack. And she's like, Jack, I'm dating Jack. And I thought that we were just kind of like, I'm going to use like a famous Friends line, on a break. So I'm like, wait, what? Like, what do you mean? Wait, hold on, my Jack? And she's like, wait, your Jack? You dated him? And she knew fine rightly that I dated him, but I was like, you know, I'm going to play it cool. Like, I'm not jealous at all. It lasted for like 2 days. But it hurt because she knew that I liked him. And, like, thinking about it now, like, I shouldn't have even bothered. But she knew I liked him, and that was just a bad move. Like, you don't treat me like that. So, time passes, blah, 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 blah. And Anna starts acting really weird. Like, walking about the playground with these girls that are, like, really punk. They're, like, wearing, like, tons of mascara, and you're not allowed to wear any makeup in this school, like, mind you. And I'm like, I'm not having it, because girls are starting to treat me bad, and... Okay, I'm just gonna keep videoing. So the TV just turned on, but, you know. So Anna's just kind of hanging out with a wrong group of people, and me and Emma were walking to school one day, and we like walked kind of like past a church, but there was like a parking lot and like a kind of arch, but if you stand behind the arch you can't see, but there's like an arch and a wall in between, so to get to the other side and like go the back way to school, which is like a shortcut, you have to walk through the first arch and round, so whoever's standing behind the second arch you're going to see. And me and Emma see Anna smoking, and we're like, you're 12. I think we must have both looked at her like, huh? And she looked at us and she was like, oh, you didn't see this. And I could just tell she was hanging out with the wrong people. So, time goes by. She kind of stops hanging about with us, which was kind of annoying because we always saw her in school and she was like, hey, but, yeah. So I had to take a bit of a break because I was struggling to, like, talk again, but basically, Anna had started to hang about with the wrong crowd, and things weren't going well for her. Every few days she was coming up to me saying things that had been happening to her, and I was kind of like, okay, so don't talk to these people anymore, come and hang out with me and Emma.
Because Emma's like my best friend and she would never do anything to hurt me, but we'll get to that later.
So there's this day that comes and I'm sitting in the playground, like eating my break or something, and no, it was definitely lunch, and Emma runs up to me and she's like telling me something personal about Anna, and she's like, Anna told me this, I don't know what to do, she's struggling, should I get the police involved?
And here, like certain things happened to me in Woodworth Primary School that kind of reminded me of this, and I was like, don't do that, don't ring the police.
So, obviously, Anna finds out that I know what it is that she told Emma. So Anna comes up to me and she's trying to convince me not to tell anybody what this personal thing is. And I kind of agreed not to, but we said that we were gonna go to the shopping centre, which I'm going to call...
I was going to say this. So we're just going to say the shopping centre was called Auburn's Bay, but it doesn't really matter. So we'll go shopping, and we're talking about this for ages, and it's like drama.
And like a week passes or something, and she still hasn't really talked to me or Emma about this thing. I go into a WhatsApp group chat when I'm in my house. It might have been like Instagram. No, I think it was WhatsApp, whatever. And Anna's like calling me all these awful names, and I'm like really like I mean it was a lot feistier then, but I was like, how can you say this when this happened? And everybody's like, is this true? Is that true? Is this true? And it kind of spiraled from there. And I go into school the next day, and do you remember all those like emo goth punk people that...
I say emo goth punk friends. I didn't mean that because they went to a different school. I meant the girls who had been being mean to me at the start.
She like started being friends with. They all started like coming over to me, and they were like being really, really mean and saying, you know, this thing isn't true. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? And they were bullying Emma too.
At one point, they pinned me and Emma up against a wall, crowded around us, and threatened that if we didn't stop, and I quote, lying, they would beat us up. We'll get to this, but that was the day that I ended up having my panic attack. That was the last day that I went back to that school, just letting you know.
And it was just awful because for ages I put up with it, and I wasn't telling my parents because I didn't want it to be a big thing, because this was my high school and I thought, you know, this will like die down, but it didn't. So eventually I told my parents, you know, what was going on, and we were talking to the school, but they weren't really doing anything. So in the end, we decided that it was better for my well-being to be transferred to another school, which we're going to call Beachshore High. But the last day that I went into Mountain Grove High School, like the first high school I was at, you know, with Anna and Emma and stuff, I ran out of school because I had my first ever panic attack and I couldn't breathe. And I'm so lucky that my mum and my auntie worked around the corner at the time, because I went to their work and they weren't there, but somebody saw me like crying, so they rang and my grandma came and picked me up and stuff. But I just left school, and obviously that wasn't good. Like, if something's so bad to make me run out of school, it's not a good environment or a situation for me to be in. So basically we decided it was better for me. So obviously rumours have started going around in the school that I'm transferring, and I just didn't come back. And Emma and me were still really
good friends. And she wasn't happy, to say the least, with the fact that I was moving and so-called leaving her on her own to be bullied.
And I said to her, you know, I understand how bad it is for you because you're going through the exact same thing that I was going through. So why don't you ask if you can be transferred, or try and talk to the school or go to meetings and stuff? And she was like, no, I can't. My
mum and my dad like tried so hard to get me into the school, and I was like, right, okay, like I don't know your situation.
So that could have been true, but it didn't seem like it. It seemed like she just, I don't know. So a few weeks later, like later on that day even, like she was like ringing me like really angry at me about me leaving. But we had fell out for like a week, and then she rings me and we're like apologising and blah blah blah. And then my friend Karis rings me. She also went there, and she's like, oh my gosh, like Emma did this and told everybody rumours about you. And I was like, what? Like that's not possible. She would never do that to me. She's my best friend. But I trusted Karis, like I really trusted Karis. And I knew that Emma was capable of doing the thing that she did because she was in the situation and she had the mentality to do it. And it didn't make sense, but I was just dealing with it. And basically I rang her and I asked her if it was true, and she was like, no, of course not. And I can tell when somebody's lying, and I was like, tell me the truth, just tell me the truth. I mean, how worse can it get, like right now? And she was like, okay, it's true. And I swear I must have went ballistic. I was probably like screaming at her down the phone, so angry. Like, if I could tell you what it was, then I would, but I can't. But it was really bad. And
hey guys, so I just wanted to make it very clear that the thing she did was so bad I literally could have got her arrested for it. So as of now I have no updates on this, but when I do, you'll know.